Hold on, here we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah! Yeah! Say he's your quarterback now. He's our quarterback.
Welcome, Bills Mafia, to another edition of To Be Fair Sports Talk, our first edition of Monday Morning Fallout, Week 2. Bills have beat the motherfucking Dolphins. Let's get it going, man. It is a beautiful Monday. It is the stars were shining beautiful on us last night. Beautiful weather. I mean, you couldn't ask for much more beautiful stuff to happen in Buffalo yesterday, man. It was a great day.
I drove in here on the Skyway, not a cloud in the sky. I could smell the Cheerios coming in, and I know that I am in full-fledged football mode.
Oh, dude.
It is Bills season, baby. We are 2-0. We are 2-0.
Yep.
We predicted this in our earlier videos, guys. We both had these as 2 wins for us at 2-0 here now. Now it gets a little difficult now. Now it's going to the strength of schedule picks up a little bit. Rams are 2-0.
Yeah.
They're a pretty good team. There's a reason for us to be pretty optimistic here with what we have seen in the past 2 weeks, and I'll let you take it away with what we have been seeing the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to see when you see Josh Allen just be able to throw for 300 and 400 yards a game now.
Oh my God!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Sports Center.
Florida's like, I need a second look at this. Yo, that was awesome. He put it right in the breadbasket.
You know, if this does not shut up the haters, I mean, I just don't know what will, man. Because this man is throwing throwing games that, I mean, people would be coming in their fucking pants to see Tyrod Taylor try and do some shit like this. Tyrod Taylor would never be able to play football the way Josh Allen is playing football right now.
We have been begging and bitching about why can't he hit 300 yards? Why can't he hit 300 yards? Like, this guy's whole career in Buffalo, guys have been just like ripping on this guy that why can't he hit 300 yards passing? Josh Allen will never hit 300 yards passing in a game, blah, 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 blah. And it became this big thing about how he can never hit 300 and he's not in the 300 club. Well, what does he do? Year 3, Josh Allen, he comes out with a very limited offseason. Comes out fucking firing against the Jets, and he hits 313. He shuts a lot of people up. What does he follow that up with? He follows that up with a 400-plus burger for 4 touchdowns and 0 picks. I mean, if you're bitching about Josh Allen still, just shut the fuck up, honestly.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Because, we haven't had a quarterback like this. I don't care what any naysayer says. We haven't had a quarterback close to the skill set and to what this guy has in the longest fucking time ever, really.
And the one thing we said is that he has no more excuses now this year because of all the weapons he has, the offensive line being really good.
Oh, yeah.
We said this year he was going to have no fucking excuses, and he has proven to us every single step of the way that he is everything that we were hoping to be in year 3. That the progression and following the process with McDermott and Bean is a real thing, and it shows that at the end of the week here on Sundays that the progression and everything that they taken during the week of pre-gaming and getting ready for the week ahead and stuff like that. The way that they go so hard to make make sure that the team is prepared for the week, for the game ahead. And the way Josh just takes the game plan and runs with it so
their
well.
preparation's A1.
I mean, they just
A1.
you can't beat what they're doing right now in the way that they're collectively doing it as a team. But Josh Allen is the guy leading the charge right now, man. You can't be teaching those type of throws like that he's been throwing lately, man.
One throw that like really stands out, and I know you agree, was that on the run, just beautiful laser. I mean, threw to Diggs right on the sideline. There was 3 defenders around Diggs, and we're all there like, no way, there's no way he caught that shit. Mm-hmm. He placed that perfectly in the basket, right in Diggs' hands. Like, that's a throw that Josh Allen never even attempts the past 2 years.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and the addition of Stephon Diggs has been very felt. I mean, the presence...
definitely, right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean,
Week 1.
I don't think people understood the... I mean, me included, I didn't understand the magnitude, though, of how much it was going to help just the whole team, I mean, you say he's elite, and everyone says he's elite, but when you actually see...
When you really see what elite is and what that means...
Yeah, and the thing is, too, you could say he's elite on the Vikings and watch the game and say, wow, he's elite, but when you watch him play for the team you love... And you watch him actually play really well for that specific team that you love right now. It's watching these elite players like him is just unreal to see, man. Because he is a complete difference.
He's better than Watkins.
He's probably the best thing we've had on offense. Yeah, he's the best thing we've had on offense since Shady McCoy. Easily, when Shady McCoy first got drafted here, or traded here.
When you got first
you don't have you barely get those type of difference makers like that on the offense, and we're very lucky we have someone
2
like
of them.
Him. Yeah,
close.
John Brown is.
I'll say
great.
John Brown's a pretty close second. I mean, John Brown on any other team with the year he had last year, he's coming back this year as a number 1 receiver at any other team. Yeah, no, but it's because Diggs is here, and now he's got to share the balls with them, and he doesn't mind that.
No.
He doesn't mind that. Beasley is still having his touches too. So Brown and Beasley and Diggs are having heavy targets, and unfortunately, it's not a running team anymore.
No, it's not. We are not running the football.
We're not going to need a lot of big plays from Moss and Singletary with what we have. As long as those 2 guys do enough, we're fine. Yeah. So, I mean...
I think the run protection isn't the best by the offensive line either. I think,
it's not.
It's not the best in the world. The pass protection is wonderful by the offensive line, though. It's wonderful to watch that. John Feliciano, hopefully he comes back soon, be able to help out with the run attack and everything, but... I think Singletary and Moss have been somewhat of a disappointment in Bills. I would think in a lot of Bills fans' eyes overall, but that's also just the game plan, I believe, as well.
Yeah, it's a game plan.
Zach Moss, he's a rookie, and Singletary, he's only his second year, and a lot of these wide receivers are just too elite, man. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but why would you
get touches?
I mean, Stephon Diggs, John Brown, Cole Beasley, and Gabe Davis are probably all 4 of them are better athletes than Zach Moss and Singletary. So why would you not put it in their hands? And even Isaiah McKenzie, you could say, is faster at times. So when you're trying to say why aren't they getting the ball sometimes, Bills fans, I think it's mainly because there's just too many weapons out on the passing, on that perimeter, on the outside, that you can't sit here and not give it to them more. You have to. They're too elite. There's too many good weapons now.
I agree with that.
It's a good team right now, and they're running on all cylinders on the passing game right now, and it's unfortunate because Josh Allen's going to eat up some of those rushing yards too. He's going to take up a lot of the rushing yards that Singletary and Moss are going to take because he needs to rush sometimes, and I just think that, Singletary and Moss are going to be just complement backs now. They're not going to be the people that we maybe didn't think they're going to be. I didn't think they were going to be what we thought they were. I was hoping for more out of the Moss maybe, but I'm not mad about it overall, dude.
Yeah, me neither, honestly. There's going to be games here and there, honestly, throughout our season. There's going to be bad weather games. There's going to be rainy, snowy games. There's going to be windy games. Whatever the atmosphere and the team we're playing, whatever that calls for, Dable, I think, will make a game plan for whatever team he runs into with whatever weather he runs into. Yeah. So I think keeping Moss and Singletary healthy and fresh, not using them that heavily in the beginning of the season, just letting Josh Allen do his thing. Dude, he's taking over this team.
He's not going to jump, Josh.
He would call you. Well, I'm putting Kobe in the third game. No, really close to every direction. Playing some time, fakes the throw. Fuck! Is...
What? Are you kidding me? Let him go, you fucking serious?
He was still going. Oh my God! Are you serious?
Are you not going to let that?
Yeah, he's gonna get that first.
But how many
Yeah.
times?
If that's Tyrod Taylor, yeah.
How many times
Call
does
it with
the first
Go
one
for
not
it. Josh Allen.
Yeah,
He just broke a tackle the second before this. It's a great goal. Yeah, Knox.
Chance.
He rolled out too fast.
But credit Kyle Van Noy. The rules of the field is that the quarterback's forward progress was stopped.
Yeah, right. Forward progress will stop my ass, you fucking dumb fucking zebras.
Get off. Dude, he's just fucking. Oh my God.
Where is his forward progress stopped? Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So letting him do that when they're needed, when Zach Moss and Singletary are needed, they will shine, I think.
Yeah.
I like they're doing the bare minimum right now. I don't have any qualms at all about the offense. I'm not gonna sit here and say I wish Dable would call this have more and call this more, call that more. Whatever they need to do to get us a win that week, there's enough personnel on this team where they can change their game plan week to week and and not lose a step point wise.
Yeah, no, I think the offense is never.
This is what we wanted.
Yeah,
this is what we wanted.
Yeah, this is the first time ever we are not talking about the offense as the issue, and really just the defense right now, and especially the linebacker core, second cornerback spot. Very weak, very, very weak. Being without Matt Milano and Trey Edmonds has to be one of the worst things that could have happened to this fucking defense right now. And if you didn't watch yesterday and feel that, wow, I didn't realize how much Milano and Edmonds are really important to this team right now, more than we even thought, then I don't even know what to tell you, because this is the game that showed you everything that you needed to see.
I remember hearing analysts of last year, I remember players saying that Tremaine Edmonds is the for the defense, he's basically our QB.
Yeah.
I mean, calls out personnel packages for the offense and stuff, like he calls out audibles and stuff, like he's like their quarterback. And not having Edmonds is like communication out there and his leadership on calling out things, that definitely hurt us.
Yeah.
Like more than Milano did. Edmonds really hurt us not being out there because whoever was playing middle linebacker, I'm sure he didn't know all the plays and call outs and everything. I'm sure he was preparing as if Tremaine Edmonds was playing. Yeah. And then it didn't work out like that.
It sucks too because Matt Milano's missed too because Gesicki had a big game. Matt Milano would have been covering him.
Yeah, just the sponge does. No, you have the sponge.
It's like, how did he get this?
The second
Andrew, they got a penalty.
Yeah, no fucking Milano.
Milano locks every tight end down.
I'm fucking pissed, dude.
Technical difficulties.
And maybe at some point, if Edmonds is in this game yesterday, that Sean McDermott would have said, okay, Edmonds, you cover him then.
Yeah.
Because he's tall.
It would have been nice to at least have one of your two starting linebackers. And the thing is, too, those are the two that mainly play every down. You know what I mean? Like, they're
both 3-down linebackers.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, I mean, and the other outside linebacker, the one where Zoe was playing, they don't play every down usually, unless they're playing.
I would just call Zoe back at this point once Milano and Edmonds come back. Call him back. Call him back.
Yeah, there's no reason to not have Zoe back on this team. He's ready to work out. He's ready. He's already been working out. He's ready to play.
Looked okay, though. Doxson could probably fill that void in that spot.
I mean, he's okay. But
I'd rather have Zoe.
I don't want him on a week-to-week basis.
I'd rather have Zoe.
And AJ Klein, you're a fucking shithead too, bro. You fucking suck.
He's
dick,
terrible.
Dude. You are awful. You are going to be one of the worst decisions the Bills have made by Brandon Beane in this whole fucking regime so far. And goddamn it, I have been beating my chest on this fucker not being good this whole entire time, especially trying to replace someone like Zoe. You're just trying to sit here and fucking have a placeholder for someone that was leading the team and leading that defense on a fucking charge that was literally like Kyle Williams and Fred Jackson. And you're sitting here trying to tell me that all of a sudden you're trying to replace that with AJ fucking Klein? Fuck him, dude. He's fucking garbage, dude. He's goddamn shit.
Who is he? My mailman? No, he's not even my mailman. He's working in the factory of all the fucking post offices because he's so goddamn bad.
Dude,
Klein needs to get upgraded ASAP. I don't want him. I don't want him out there in any relevant games, honestly. And I mean, the longer the Bills have Klein in the lineup, honestly, the longer that could hurt us eventually.
That's what I mean. Like he's definitely hurting the defense.
Eventually, it'll hurt us.
Yeah,
bad.
He's not helping the defense whatsoever. He over pursuits on the run. He's not ready for the pass whatsoever, and yet they were passing all over us all game long. You know, it was so bad that they had to try and put Trey White on Gesicki, and that's a size match. That's a size mismatch right there for him. And you're telling me that that's going to be a good decision right there? It's a terrible, terrible idea. I was so upset with the way that the linebackers played. AJ Klein had a chance to shut me up, and I'm only talking louder now. This guy is trash. I don't like him whatsoever. I want a different linebacker. When we were talking about Darren Lee, Miles Jack, even and stuff like that, those are the people we should have been going after. These are the people you should be getting, not some fucking piece of shit head like fucking AJ Klein.
I don't really have words. Like, I agree with everything you said. Klein has been on a worry of mine for about a month and a half to probably 2 months.
Yep.
Leading up into the season, I knew this would be a problem, honestly. It's just like I hope we address this. If Milano's about to miss of a few games here, I understand the Bills might have Edmonds back next week, but I mean, if Milano's missing this game and next game too, I would at least call Zoe. I would see how Doxson would be in that last linebacker spot. Something's got to be done. Klein cannot play relevant fucking snaps. Klein, if you look at the all-22, whenever he was on the field, the Bills were getting gashed.
Yeah, they were.
The Bills were getting gashed, and I mean, it's gonna get worse playing teams better than Miami and Fitz.
Yep. Yeah,
I mean, dude, we're playing the Rams next week. That's Robert Woods, Higbee. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Higbee's
he's about to eat.
Higbee's gonna fucking go off if he doesn't fucking sit here.
Somebody else has to be out there. Klein cannot be out there for that stuff.
I mean,
don't know.
And Higbee's having a good games against teams that have their normal fucking defense.
Yeah. Remember how we looked.
Yeah, because
on all sides of the ball.
Yeah, because honestly, man, I mean, as good as the offense was, the defense was exposed. Levi Wallace had a very subpar game and stuff like that.
We need Norman back as soon as possible.
I mean, you know, it's a very pedestrian game out of Levi Wallace. I mean, and this is the shit you saw last year out of Levi Wallace that made you wonder, you know, if he was going to be able to take the next step, and everyone was hoping this year he would be able to do that. And he's still getting exposed. He's still getting exposed. Still the same shit.
That's why the Bills probably added Norman in the first place and tried to go that route. Unfortunately, he got hurt in camp. I don't know the word on Norman. IR means 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's been. Yeah.
So he's gonna miss this week playing the Rams, but I mean, who knows? He might play week 4.
Yeah.
Playing the Raiders, that would be a huge help. And yeah, as I was saying, Edmonds was close to playing Miami, I think, and I think he plays week 3. But I'm pretty wary of Matt Milano.
Yeah.
He might not play this week, and then that would mean that Klein's in that spot, and that's the problem here. So,
yeah, Klein. I mean,
something's got to be done about that spot.
You knew Klein was going to be dog shit when no one was talking about him.
Yeah.
No one was talking about him in training camp. He was never a highlight. You know who was a highlight? Gabe Davis. And you know why Gabe Davis is sitting here getting the fucking spotlight right now in training camp and stuff like that? It's because he's making big plays. Like he scored the touchdown yesterday.
Come on, please, fucking score a touchdown. Keep your phone down.
Dude, Davis out there.
No point. They gave him a point.
Make a play.
Let's go, Gage! Let's go! Let's go, Gage!
I think it hit the ground.
No
catch it?
That's a touchdown, boys.
Yeah, he hit the ground.
No way.
Oh, hit the ground. Wow. Totally good. Nick Bosa
No way, he caught it! He caught it! He caught it! Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! You little fucker! He caught it! He caught that! He caught that shit!
All you can run is deep routes.
Look at that! He caught it! He caught it! God, he caught it! What a pass, though, man. Oh, what a play.
Fucking sitting here making an absolute goddamn dime of a catch that sat there and he had no business catching as a rookie like that.
No.
Absolutely no business. It was a wonderful catch though, man. Great play by the kid though.
Yeah, like a lot of these guys, I didn't see anything out of AJ Espy. He's
quiet.
He's not going to really have an important role yet. He's going to be slowly moved into this spot here, but
This one in here. Yeah, you better stop him. He's in. That sucks.
Putting the Dolphins in.
No, on second thought, it could be my score. I predicted 31-20.
not a good showing.
I gotta say
For
this.
his
I gotta
first
say this
showing.
too. I don't care if anyone gets mad at me. You should have drafted a linebacker at that point, at this position, at this point, because
Yeah.
AJ Epinez is not even being used at this point. And you could say
Makes
Trent,
sense.
and you could say Trent Murphy and Jerry Hughes. Oh yeah, they're gonna be sitting here. They're gonna be on their contracts, and well, they're not yet. And you know what? You might as well sit here and fucking have a linebacker and actually drafted one instead of AJ Epinez is sitting here and warming up the goddamn bench for fucking Jerry Hughes when he gets off the fucking bench or when he gets off the side or the field.
I right now I don't really see value in that pick, but he might get better though.
I mean, I hope he gets better. I mean, I hope he does. I hope
But
he shuts me up. But like,
we should have drafted a linebacker there.
And you could say, oh, it wasn't heavy in a linebacker draft and stuff like that, too. But it doesn't matter, though. You got to try because you got to go for someone. And if anything, you sign Darren Lee, you trade for Miles Jack, you use some capital to get someone that's actually going to make a difference on this defense because they are going to get exposed against teams like Kansas City. Imagine if this defense was injured against Kansas City. Travis Kelce would have absolutely gone off. My fantasy team would have fucking had the best week of its fucking life.
No, and fortunately it's later in the season, so hopefully we get all these problems ironed out here because we're 2-0.
Yeah, no, we
We're
are.
2-0, and Josh Allen looks awesome. The offense looks sick, and this is the first time in a long time a Bills offense has carried a defense while they try to smooth shit out.
Yeah.
So I guess
I can't talk.
thousands of make-believe people died.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Fucking moron.
He caught that?
And you missed it.
He caught that? What? I mean, he completely at the time. Oh my God!
Number one receiver.
Oh, he showed up. He's double.
I can't believe I caught that. Did you see that catch?
That was fucking
That wasn't even a good catch.
So we're excited over here, guys, but this will.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I'm super. My only issue is the linebackers. I am so excited for so many other things about this team. I mean, I can't even understand how great Gabe Davis' catch was. John Brown. I mean, the absolute like quiet player that had a great game and stuff like that. He's been sneakily every week having just these awesome weeks, and everyone keeps talking about Stephon Diggs, but John Brown is literally the one that's. I mean. It's just so fun to watch them, dude.
The quiet assassin.
Yeah, I mean, I remember how excited we were for the season, and it's been the offense and everything has been living up to every expectation, and exceeding them at every turn. Because Josh Allen, he was in company with like 700 yards and 7 touchdowns and shit like that. With only a few other quarterbacks have done something like that within the first 2 weeks.
I think it was like Peyton Manning, Mahomes, Brady.
Yeah, it was like only two. There were only 3 other quarterbacks.
Russell Wilson, maybe. I think
No. It was just
not even Russell.
No, it was just them 3. It was just them 3 and Josh Allen. Now there's only 4 quarterbacks. And he's doing it though. He's having a great fucking game though, man. He's balling out, dude. He's reading the defense better. You could see that he's actually like progressing. I mean, if there's one thing I'm excited for, it's watching the Bills play the Patriots defense right now.
I think we can score on them heavily.
I think so too because and the Bills' offensive line is so much better now than it was even last year that
Continuity.
that they will be able to keep up with the Patriots' defensive line and their front seven in general. And I have a very confident feeling the Bills will be able to pull out an easy win on them. Honestly, I really do. Because the one thing that is the problem with Seattle is their offensive line. That Seattle offensive line is fucking dog shit.
And you know what? San Fran's not looking that invincible either this season. Now
Injuries.
I know they whooped the Jets' ass, but everybody's about to whoop the Jets' ass.
They're the worst team in the
And
league.
now they got injuries. In San Fran.
Okay.
You got a lot of injury in that Jets game last week. Like 6 guys went down and never came back to the field.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, let's see how the 49ers are moving forward because those injuries are pretty serious there too. I think the Bills might even win that game.
Yeah, you know the Bills.
Possibly.
With the way things are shaping out, man, the Bills are gonna have
The
a chance to
schedule
really
does not
go.
seem that like as incredibly hard as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Like I know the Bills have only played the Miami and the Jets, but like now I like see what's happening in the league now, and it's like, hold on a second, like this might not be that difficult.
No. People go by strength of schedule, but they go by based off the year prior,
Yeah.
and they also don't go off like injuries or anything that could happen in the middle of the year.
I'm already excited for next week already.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good game on Sunday here facing the Rams. I believe that's home if I'm not mistaken.
Home.
Home. Whatever you want to call it. At least
Whatever that is.
As long as you don't have to go out west, I'm happy about that. So we get to do that. It's gonna be a
good season.
It's gonna be a good season. It's gonna be a hard game.
Now the preseason's over.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, the Kings are all worked out. I feel like especially with the offense, the defense. Once those injuries get healed up, I feel like
maybe your Bass is more comfortable now too.
Oh yeah, Tyler Bass had a
looked
much
better yesterday.
Yeah, he might have a much better week yesterday, or much better week or game.
I was
kind
of hard on him week 1, but
well,
I was a House Money fan, so.
Oh yeah, this is one of those things, man. With Tyler Bass, it's gonna be growing pains. It's gonna be one of those things where it's not gonna be a smooth, steady process with someone that's just starting to kick in the NFL and just barely kicked in Penn State. He kicked at Penn State and he did that pretty well. And like I said before in the one video, you don't waste a 6th-round pick on a kicker unless you plan on actually having him on the team.
Just make a fucking kick.
Oh no! Come on, Tyler Big Mouth Bass.
Last week.
He's got this, dude. I'm not even worried.
I am.
I'm worried. I'm fucking 100%.
He's wearing Nate Peterman's number. There's nothing but failure fucking attached to that number. Nothing but failure attached to it. It's a 39-yard attempt. Let's see if he's fucking got it.
Dominic Haskins number.
Fucking got it.
They're gonna ice him. You don't even need to ice him. It's week 2. Oh my god.
Wow. He made it.
Give it to him. Really?
That was like, it's always.
Woo!
It literally went right over the top of the fucking pole. You fucking serious?
He fucking sucks. Thank God we got rid of house now. Thank God. Come on, Ryan Lindell back.
It just doesn't. You don't waste that type of capital on just a kicker for no reason, man. You really don't. They had a plan to get rid of House guy. I feel it, man.
It's sad and unfortunate truth, but yeah, he probably knew the whole offseason he was gone.
I feel bad for him, man. He's a great guy. I feel really bad for him. I know.
He had to basically have the practices of his life.
Yeah, he did.
He had to pretty much hit every single kick in practice for him to not.
And the thing is too, he's when in training camp we kept hearing about how he kept missing 50s and how he kept going short of the bar, and it's like, man, that injury really fucked him up, and he was never the same after that injury. And unfortunately, your leg is the most important part of being a kicker, and when you get your leg injured, and it's not the same, man. He wasn't the same after that play, and that we had to get Tyler Bass. We really did.
I'm glad he's here. Honestly, I hope he smooths out his kinks. There's no reason why he can't.
Yeah.
And I just hope that moving forward, games don't. If it comes down to a Tyler Bass kick, I hope it's later in the season because right now he's probably jittery still. So I hope the Bills could just handle business enough where they're not going to need kicks like that. But I'm not going to complain over 2-0.
No, neither.
I'm pretty happy.
Yep, we got a long season here ahead of us, man. This is just 2 weeks.
Monday morning Fallout is our first one, guys, and
we got many more to go too. Plenty more.
A lot of reactions and emotions that will be spewing out of us as we continue our journey to the Super Bowl, which I still feel is a strong possibility of happening.
If you really, honestly, I know we say this, man, but this year does feel like a year where we have a serious fucking chance though at this.
And we're gonna cover it along the way, guys. But yeah, that's about it, man.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like the video if you don't mind. Subscribe to the channel as well. It all helps out. Thank you guys so much. We're getting ready for the next week here. Los Angeles Rams. Let's go Bills. And let's go Bills.
Oh, nice!
Oh, come on. It's fourth down.
You can have that back.
That's a great play.
Nice play.
Corey, what was that? Yeah, Dick. He dropped
Yeah,
it.
go for it. They're going
Anybody else
for
got
it.
something to say about the game?
They're going for it.
Come on, guys. Stop him here.
All right, put two in there.
Come on. Come on.
You're gonna fucking go for this? Are you serious? Come on. They're not anything to lose. He's dropped it.